Alright guys, I'm still in the fight mobile. Luckily for me, the traffic is easing up. And by the way guys, before I even start talking, did you see that? Did you see the unbelievable win that the Cleveland Cavaliers pull off? Oh! Mind blowing, man. Mind blowing. I tell you something, that almost brought me to tears. If I cried over that type of sport, but I don't. But it was good though. LeBron James pulled it off. I give him his props. So I was watching Cavaliers versus the Golden State, and I was going back and forth between channels, watching soccer, France versus Sweden, Euro 2016, just back and forth, the highlights, that type of stuff, news. Then it hit me. GSP wants to come back, but he doesn't want a fight for the belt. He wants a super fight. I'm thinking, why would he want a super fight and not a fight for the belt? Why would make GSP want a super fight and not a fight for the belt? Then it hits me like a rock in the head. He wants a piece of Conor McGregor. That's what. He realized there's some big money to be made here. So Conor McGregor is a needle mover. And if he can negotiate a strong deal with the UFC, that would really put him in a good spot. So he's not after the belt. He's after Conor McGregor. Now, it seemed to me everybody wants a piece of Conor McGregor. Rory McDonald wants a piece of Conor McGregor. Rafael dos Anjos. Anderson Silva. I mean, everybody want to beat the poor old Conor McGregor. Now, I don't know if they smell the blood in the water, because Nate Diaz took Conor McGregor, slapped him around, put him on the ground, then choked him out. So they must have smelled blood in the water and decide, hey, I want some of that. I know I can beat this guy. I see him fight, I know I can beat him. It's the easiest money I've ever made. You know? That's probably why it is. Because if you look at some of the other fighters in the UFC compared to Conor McGregor, you'll see those other fighters, they fought some real war dog type fights. Now, Conor McGregor didn't get his chin fully tested all the way because he was able to knock out Jose Aldo quickly. Jose Aldo wasn't thinking and fighting off emotion and got knocked out. Same thing happened to Weird Doom. Stip your milk, boom, rock him. But now, when you're going up against more experienced, patient fighters who will drag it out, so no, you're going to lose. So Conor McGregor is trained with an Olympic boxer to get his skills up to fight Nate Diaz. Then he was training recently with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. But I just don't see the game plan that Conor McGregor could have that's going to take out Nate Diaz. You know, once as a champ, there are certain fighters, you can beat everybody, but it's like that one dude out there that's just your kryptonite. And I think that's how it is with Nate Diaz. His skill sets are so far advanced against McGregor that McGregor is not going to stand a chance. Because here's what's happening. What McGregor would do is use psychological pressure to get people to fight his game. You know, get them angry, get them riled up, have them charge out, then out-swing them, out-box them, out-slug them. But Nate Diaz, that didn't work with him. Nate Diaz started off slow, and then he just said, okay, I got you now, I'm ready now. And he got the W. He can't use that psychological warfare on Nate Diaz. He's already His mind is probably one of the most scariest places on this planet, dude. He's a lion. It's not gonna work on him. If you watch that interview with Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz, all Nate Diaz was saying, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor said, I'm gonna rip you off, I'm gonna tear your soul up. Nate Diaz said, like the guy from Sling Blade, Because Nate Diaz knew, man, I'm gonna just wait till I get my hands on you. Just wait. And Nate Diaz said to Conor McGregor in the interview, even you don't believe that stuff, and wait until I get my hands on you. And he did it. So that's why I can tell you straight up, I'm not excited about the rematch. I know it's gonna go already. I don't want to see it. I just want to see him fight Frankie Edgar. So I'm not feeling that. Conor McGregor have all these trainers training him, trying to get him ready for a secret formula in a short space of time, which I don't think it's a good move. You know, he keeps saying, oh, the bigger man can be beaten if you make adjustments. Nate Diaz didn't win because he was bigger. He won because he was better. Frankie Edgar has fought bigger guys and won. Not because he was smaller or they were bigger. In combat, skill eliminates size. A guy can outweigh you by 10, even 15 pounds, and you can still beat him if you're skillful and you know what you're doing. So Nate Diaz has years of experience and ring smarts ahead of Conor McGregor. He's training with his brother, Nick. Nick has a suspension. He's going to pour all his energy and effort into his brother. You know, you ever love somebody and then they get one, they've been struggling all this time and they get one big break and you want to make it work for them. You're going to put everything you got into them and give them the best of yourself to make them win. So no matter how many coaches Conor McGregor work with, he could fly in the best people from around the world. If you have somebody who loves you and believes in you and got the skill set to train you, you're going to win every time. You know, Nate Diaz isn't a glamour boy type person, but he's got talent. And in society and life, people judge you based on how you look, how you talk, how you warm up to the camera. Now, Nate hasn't been able to warm up to the camera, so to speak, but he's got talent. And he's proven that over and over again. And that's why in my UFC pick him, I'm going with Nate against Conor McGregor. It's gonna be second round submission this time. That's how bad it's gonna be. That's my 2 cents from the Fight Mobile. Peace out.